#idataengineer.
My name is Daniel. Some call me the Data Janitor, and I'm building Pipeline Data Engineering Academy, the world's first data engineering bootcamp. Not one of today's data engineers grew up as a kid imagining becoming one. I definitely didn't. That made me think about how others look at our line of work, and I feel the best way to explain it is through asking a handful of practitioners about their journey and how their work look like. Who are you, and what do you do now?
Hi, I'm Sejal Vaidya. I'm a data engineer currently focusing in the realm of data platforms and infrastructure. I've been working for 10 years in technology with a mix of experience across data platforms as well as data products and services. And I'm originally from Mumbai, India, but currently based in Munich, Germany for the last 2 years.
How do you like it? I mean, the food must be much worse.
I actually quite like it, and given that it's very cosmopolitan in Munich as well, so and Bavarian food is also so amazing, especially
Hmm.
Käsespätzle. So I'm having a blast of a time. The beer gardens are also so nice, especially when the sun is out and the weather is nice.
Okay.
So
How did you end up as a data engineer?
I graduated with a bachelor's degree in information technology in 2009. Back then, I enjoyed subjects such as programming and math and applying them in different business contexts. But I suppose I have mostly been systems focused with a DevOps mindset,
Mhm.
emphasizing on how we can design a well oiled machine and put processes in place for smooth running of any operation, right? So when I started working in 2009, I actually got a job as an analyst to begin with. And while my work on exploring in data and quality analysis was interesting, it was also quite manual. And it felt like a constant need to request for processes to be more automated or efficient, something that could reduce our time and effort. Then I just happened to take these initiatives upon me and I adopted more of an engineering mindset to my regular analyst responsibilities and started working on side projects like designing tools and methodologies for efficient analysis or
Mhm.
automated testing, even enabling self service dashboards. This helped take a lot of overhead off us. So, yeah, these initiatives actually opened up a lot more potential roles to me in the future. From then on, I have worked as a business intelligence and data warehouse engineer in finance and marketing using Oracle, PL/SQL, and SQL. I have also worked as a software engineer for data products in the health insurance space to work on use cases such as fraud detection and anomaly analysis because understanding and applying machine learning and statistics in a business or product context has also been quite fascinating for me. So that's been my journey so far.
Okay, pretty rounded one. What projects or tools or trends do excite you these days?
Recently, or as of the last 5 years, I've been working as a data engineer and architect focusing on data platforms and infrastructure using a wide range of technologies such as AWS, Python, Spark, and Kafka, and the like. Basically, a data platform at most companies is usually a centralized or a shared space for data integration and to provide insights and decision making solutions across multiple business functions such as retail or customer service or logistics, right? So, as a data platforms engineer, I'm responsible for setting the strategy to build a shared and self service data platform in the cloud and therefore deliver direct value to the customers. This means my responsibilities involve designing processes for data acquisition or collecting and organizing data that's generated from multiple sources.
How do you see the role of data and especially data engineering
Mhm.
changing in the coming years?
I see that we are growing towards applying machine learning or AI in a commercial context as well and moving beyond doing only business intelligence and real-time analytics. At the moment, only a handful of companies, mostly the big tech ones, are doing machine learning at scale. But in near future, I see a lot more companies realizing machine learning as a potential solution for their business requirements. And with that comes a need for more engineering and DevOps work, such as model deployment or monitoring drift and performance and the like. And therefore, I see data scientists acquiring better programming skills and more openings in engineering specific roles, such as machine learning engineers and also data engineers playing a very valuable role in MLOps and infrastructure. I see a lot more, I don't know, software engineering focused role, software engineering and DevOps focused roles, a lot of use on Docker and Kubernetes, for example, containerizing your application code and having containers for reproducing your analysis and tests and deploying them on cloud, or even a Kubernetes cluster that basically handles everything for maintaining continuous availability. Yeah, the deployment and the operational skills are becoming so much more important these days, even in data science, to reduce the friction of deployment and also embedding in a business context. So this is where I see we are heading towards.
Oh, thank you. What piece of advice would you give to the newcomers, like who are just starting out their career in data engineering these days?
I know things these days are a lot different now than what used to be 10
Mm-hmm.
years ago. And I completely empathize with beginners feeling overwhelmed with so much information over the internet and
Mm-hmm.
with so many technologies and branches to keep up with, while also keeping in mind that data engineering is still fluid and not as structured as software engineering. There are also tribes on the internet religiously debating on
Mm-hmm.
Python versus R, or AWS versus GCP, or PyTorch versus TensorFlow. But the point is to not feel intimidated. Just pick up and get started with any one technology or technology stack. Could be for your side project, hobby project, or while at job. Try to apply this knowledge in a product or a business context. And with this, you will develop really good foundations, not only in technologies, but also solving problems in data science. And it's not that difficult to change a technology later if you know how to design a solution. And the second part I would like to emphasize on is focus on holistic development and adopt an overall product focused mindset. And always align and realign with the business needs so as to not be trapped in a rabbit hole of technology solutions, because sometimes the best solution can also be the simplest one. So by this I actually mean you don't have to be a specialist. You can just know enough about each area, such as software engineering, application development, databases like relational and non-relational stores, analysis and data exploration, ETL and data pipelining with, let's say, Airflow or Luigi,
Mm-hmm.
and then a little bit of DevOps and understanding about test frameworks and deployment pipelines such as CI/CD.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, learn all of this at one step at a time and at your own pace. You do not need to feel overwhelmed by this, but developing a holistic background would definitely build good foundations, and you shouldn't have much problem in future. Is what I feel.
Do you listen to music while you are working?
Yes, I do. Mostly instrumental or something
Mm-hmm.
that helps improve my productivity. It really depends. Like if I'm feeling quite stressed and want to relax, then I listen
Mm-hmm.
to piano tunes or something orchestra
Okay.
like. And if I'm feeling like I want to be in a more energetic mood and
Mm-hmm.
pump myself up to do
Mm-hmm.
more productive stuff, then I listen to some low beat music.
Did you have good lunch or dinner just recently that you're fond of?
So recently, I had been on a vacation to Italy, Verona. I really loved their risotto al amarone, which is
Mm-hmm.
risotto
Okay.
and red wine with a lot of Parmesan cheese in it, and it was so
Okay.
delicious.
Thank you so much. If you are a data engineer and you feel like sharing your story, reach out. I'd be happy to chat with you.
#I, data engineer.